ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon, also known as Branmatt, and I'm here for a StarCraft II replay between TSL's Revival, spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner, as our blue Zerg player on Cloud Kingdom. And there we go, go to users online. 1 second here, I'm going to quickly mark myself as busy to keep myself uninterrupted from my swarming pro gamer friends that I am overly abundant of having. But anyway, up here in the top right-hand corner of Cloud Kingdom, also from TSL is HyuN. I think it's HyuN. HyuN, I think is how you say it. So he will be spawning as our red Zerg player up here in the top right-hand corner, again on Cloud Kingdom. Both of these people, again, players, are from TSL, the SCV Life. So they will be playing against each other. I believe this is part of a best of 3. So I will be casting all 3 replays that I have so far, unless if it's best of 5, but I think it's a best of 3. So nonetheless, this will be a Zerg versus Zerg. And both of these players I don't think I've casted yet on my channel. And I haven't done many Zerg versus Zergs. And, you know, hey, why not? It seemed like both of these players are very good players. So I figured I might as well get HyuN and Revival, and they're playing against each other, so I will be doing that. They will be first, Extractor first, it looks like here. There's no spawning pool just yet, so Revival will probably be going for quite a heavy play, Invespian gas-wise. He will be getting that Extractor now, throwing down his spawning pool on, it looks like 14. And HyuN here is throwing down his spawning pool has already been completed, and he also has all of his overlords rallied over to HyuN's base, and so that will probably cause quite a bit of scouting. He has not, as far as I know, neither of the players have scouted into their bases with these slow overlords. It is cross-map positions, obviously, on Cloud Kingdom, so it will take a little bit longer for those overlords to scout out your opponents. We do have these Zerglings immediately coming out, and that Overlord from Revival will immediately see that. He does not yet have this spawning pool. It is just finishing up now, so he will probably need to get a Spine Crawler and some Zerglings of his own to combat this. Otherwise, he might just need to use these drones. He hasn't officially mined from the Extractor just yet, so he has it there, and he will be able to start mining from there, but he has not been doing that just yet. These Zerglings popping up here in the base here, there's only 2 Zerglings to combat that, and that's not going to be enough. There's 4 out now, but again, just such a large amount of Zerglings here for HyuN, so he will probably face quite a bit of trouble here with these Zerglings. Probably going to get a lot of drone kills out of this. Those Zerglings will be able to deal some damage, and that Queen popping out now as well, so that Queen will be able to deal quite a bit of damage and will drive those Zerglings out. But just so many Zerglings here in the base, it's going to cause a lot of damage. Zerglings and just a ton of harassment coming out here, and quite a few drones are being killed at this point as well. If we look in the units tab, units lost tab, I think I'm going to remember this one day. It is going to be, oh, hitting the wrong key. There we go. It is going to be 1 worker kill, so that's actually not as many worker kills as I had expected, but definitely went in there and caused a little bit of havoc. Revival is now throwing down his first hatchery here down in the natural, and HyuN also has his. His came up fairly early. He's had his up for a while. That Zergling harassment allowed him to get up that early expansion pretty quickly. This Queen here might actually be killed off by quite a few of these Zerglings from Revival. Revival, will he get that Queen? That is going to be causing a bunch of problems there. So that Queen immediately killed off, won't be able to get any larva injects or anything here. Another Queen popping out here at the main, and might be able to kill off quite a few of those Zerglings. This attack does look like it will be finished off by Revival. He will not be rallying any more Zerglings over to HyuN's base. And still Overlord scouting. Overlord spread is fairly good. They're all scouting around in their opponent's base, seeing what else is going on. And at this point, nothing more has come out. This Extractor is up. We see no Extractors just yet from HyuN. But still, I have not seen any more tech structures coming out. It's just all spawning pool at this point. Nothing too special. No early Roach Warrens or anything like this. More Zerglings coming out. This Overlord placement by HyuN will allow him to see any sort of attacks or units moving out, and he will see these Zerglings coming out. Revival is probably going to kill off these destructible rocks, or might just head in He is going to probably take out this expansion. Not enough Zergling defenses just yet there. There is a spine crawler being built, and these two queens perfectly placed at the ramp will kill off, looks like every one of these Zerglings will be able to do the transfusion on each other, but they do not have enough energy just yet. But those three queens, two of them will allow the blocking of that ramp, and the third one will also be a little bit of long-range defense. Spine crawler coming up now, so that should pretty much finish off any attacks. Well, further attacks from Revival, and we do see pokes back up in the base, kills off that creep tumor, so that's good for him. That creep tumor will prevent that any sort of creep spread. He does have quite a bit of creep spread, does have it between his main and his natural, so Revival here also getting his own creep spread up, also has these Zerglings at the front of his base for the defenses, and the main and natural, both mining in terms of economy and income. They're pretty much on the same. Revival has a little bit of advantage, and of course advantage in gas. And sorry for hitting the wrong hotkeys all the time. I have a different keyboard than I typically use in front of me now, and I've been using that, so the buttons are a little off from where I'm typically used to them, so I'm reaching down and hitting the wrong buttons. But that Overlord is finished off. Revival did have an Overlord up there providing him with vision, and that Queen was able to kill off that Overlord, so congratulations on that Overlord kill, but will not supply block or anything. And these roaches are popping out now. That's where the extractor comes into play. Still only one extractor out. The roaches are not all that expensive in terms of Vespian gas, and he has been mining that for quite some time before he actually started roach production. So he will be able to get those roaches out, and at this point it looks like only Zerglings are out for HyuN. If we look, he only has Zerglings out. So these roaches will definitely be a huge advantage for Revival, and he's getting his own roach horn just popping up now, but this attack already seems to be coming in, so Revival will, or HyuN might be starting to create those roaches of his own, but there's already a large force moving across the map for Revival. This force will probably cause a ton of damage. That Spine Crawler will be able to do quite a bit of damage as well, but it is going to get on fairly low health. He might, yes, the transfusion does come out on it, and that will Spine Crawler looks to get on awfully low health. That will be killed off. Some drones tanking here, and will be killed off. A bunch of drones there. Also moving up to the base. These queens will be dealing quite a bit of damage, but will all probably die off. Quite a few transfusion queens thrown down. Roaches out for HyuN as well. But there's so many Zerglings and roaches here for Revival. This entire fourth for HyuN will probably die off. There's no way of saving an expansion, and this main base looks to be going down now as well on the GG. So congratulations to Revival for taking that game off of HyuN. Again, I think this is a best of 3. I will be casting the other 2 games, so stay tuned for that. But kind of a back and forth situation. HyuN doing quite a bit of early harassment there with the Zerglings, not getting many worker kills, and Revival able to hold that off and deal some damage of his own, and ultimately come back into the game fairly quickly and able to kill off Revival, or HyuN here. So congratulations to Revival. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not already done so, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Just click that subscribe button either on my channel or on the top of the video here. That would help me out a lot. Also, like the video if you enjoyed, and maybe even favorite if you enjoyed it a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.